Heavy rain has now stopped, but there are fears that dead livestock may pose a new health hazard as the weather warms up. More than 500,000 people, we understand, have been forced out of their homes across the region. Let's go to Sarajevo now. We can speak to the Bosnian Foreign Minister, Mr. Zlatko Lagumdžija. Thank you very much for joining us, Foreign Minister. Can you give us a sense of the scale of the devastation in your country?
Well, thank you very much for this opportunity to address to your audience, and I really am very thankful for everyone who's covering what is going on in Bosnia, because last time we were CNN-able, so to speak, in BBC. Tough story when we were in a war 20 years ago. Us who survived the war, I mean, remember very much how much it was important to have solidarity with the people all over the world, and this time we're experiencing the same thing, hoping that solidarity will show again. The big difference in between the war and today is that the war actually resulted with a lot of dead people, with war crimes, even genocide. But when it comes to the physical destruction of the country, I mean, even people from the military field are saying that this 4 days event of the nature resulted with the biggest damages, physical damages, than the war itself. Today we actually, just as you quoted, have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people who are now homeless, who are without drinking water. We are now confronted with a problem that medical needs and prevention of epidemia is our prime goal at this moment. Water supplies, shelter for a lot of people, but communication infrastructure is severely damaged. And what people are saying, that some of them are saying, after the war we had nothing. We started from zero again. But the same people, some of them actually are now in the same situation, that this catastrophe took away everything from them which they were building for after the war, starting from scratches, from zero. But as some of them are rightly, unfortunately, saying, after the war we started from zero, but now we are without our homes, without our jobs, and maybe small entrepreneurs and people who invested in their new homes have only loans behind them. So this time we are not starting from a zero, we are starting from below the ground.
The pictures show an absolute scene of devastation right across your country, and obviously those tens of thousands of people who no longer have their homes. It's so psychologically devastating for them as well. Do you feel like you are getting enough help from the international community to help you deal with this? That is a shame. That was the Bosnian Foreign Minister there, Zlatko Lagumdžija, just talking to me about the trauma his country is experiencing after the worst floods in more than a century. He only said the difference, he just told me the difference between the war that they went through and what they're going through now is that less people died, but that the country is devastated, and that is something that no war in the history of the country ever accomplished. So quite moving words there from the Bosnian Foreign Minister, as his country is really struggling to deal with the aftermath of those floods.